Alrighty. Hello everyone, Master Freddy Sam here. Welcome back to another episode of Updating the Rockfire Explosion in Minecraft. And welcome to another episode of Whose Character's Mouth Am I Standing On? I think I gave it away a little bit there when I moved the camera. But, if you guys guessed, Duke, you would be right. Alright, in the last episode, guys, we unfortunately had to cut the episode. Well, we didn't have to cut the episode short. The episode was unfortunately cut short by the power going out. So and which in turn corrupt the world. So not a big deal, you know. I just have to go back into the PlayStation storage, like the actual cloud storage that Minecraft saves to or whatever, and pick one of them. Pick one, the most recent save, download it back onto the storage system thing, and boom, it'll let me bring the world back, essentially from the last save. Well, unfortunately, I didn't save since before last episode, so I had to redo everything we did, such as that curtain. And if I fly all the way, whoops. Fly in. We'll fly under Mitzi's arm. And I did a little bit more of the inner backdrop there. I did a little higher than where we got it, but I was just in the zone, you know. I'm listening to my records, meanwhile playing some Minecraft. So, without further ado, we're going to spin the wheel and see what it lands on. Now, one thing I didn't actually do, I was just trying to get caught up from where we were last episode. We'll fly under the other arm today. We'll go under his guitar, but up over, and then down over. Gonna spin, or... There we go. One thing I didn't actually do was any of this backdrop, so I will have to work on that next time, which is unfortunately what all it lands on, so. Okay. Twice in a row, that's gotta be a sign. Okay, finally. Okay, we're going to be working on the... Whoops. This one, the moon tree thing. And if you guys remember, the base rules I set myself is that I am only allowed to work on a backdrop for 30 minutes of video. And whatever we get done, we don't get done. Shall save it for another time. Alright. If a bag with socks in it. Okay, where did we leave off? Okay, we left off over here. Oh boy, we gotta fairly interesting start to this today. So, all right, start. We'll start over here today. See how far we get. All right, so I will start off. Say the 6-minute timer is where we'll start. So we'll go from there. Grab some quartz. And is that granite or is that? I think it's granite. Couldn't tell if it was granite or if it was coarse dirt. There we go. Once we get to some familiar blocks, I can. Okay, and we'll grab some. Oh, where is my phone? I forgot to send a message real quick. Now, where did I put it? I'm back to another episode of Pack Tries to Find His Phone. That's buried underneath various things on his bed. Hello. Oh, one thing I wanted to do this episode, which I completely forgot to do, was another shout out. I completely forgot. Okay, some of these I've had to use before. There, that's what I thought. Okay, it's probably down over here. Okay. Such a weird array of blocks. Like, if it was just... Okay, that'll work for now. Alright. So, don't get me wrong, I like, how much detail this is trying to capture, but, oh boy, there is so many blocks, so many blocks that are just... Just so many random blocks, like it's... gives you a little bit of a headache. But we will manage like we always have, I guess. Okay. And what we're building right now, what part of this we're building right now is... it's actually like a group of 3 or 4 flowers. Like there's that flower, that's a flower, this is a flower, That's a separate one, and then there's one like right somewhat there. And that's what we're working on right at this moment. Okay, and I realize that's supposed to be a jungle instead of... Wait. Oh no, it was right. It was right. I'm an idiot. I was about to say, I know I used it planks somewhat before. I was trying to, I was redoing this whole pattern right here. Whoops, I thought that was a thing, and it was not a thing. Get a coal block there. I like to leave myself little checkpoints just so I know where I'm at. I used it over here. I know I did. Right here? No, that's brown. Right here? That's gray. Whoops. Some of this is just a little hard to tell what exactly it is. If it was using the regular old Minecraft textures, we wouldn't have as big a issues. But I wouldn't be struggling as much as what I am. Oh no, that's supposed to be black terracotta. That's concrete. There we go. And it may seem like a confusing mess right now, and I can assure you, it is. But when it's done, I hope it's gonna look at least somewhat decent. Right. Alright, I know where I'm at now. Yay. It's so good to know what you're actually doing. These flowers are kind of keeping me on track, but not really. Oh, that's supposed to be chiseled, not cut. some of that. See, once we, like always, once we get the ball rolling, you know, it oops, starts progressively, you know, picking up speed here. Alright, we're grabbing some of this. Alrighty. Okay, I'm just gonna do 2 while we're here. Oh, have I used... Yes, I have. Where's the dirt? There it is. Okay, and I need some brown wool. Some brown concrete. That right? Yeah. Okay. Then some, I guess that, and I guess that. Then it's just all in twos pretty much right now. That's why I'm building like I am. I will go back to my one layer as soon as it stops giving me easy twos, such as right now. There's only a few other stages I can think of us actually doing all this hassle for. And that would be any of the future updated ones. Oops. Okay, I kept the coal, right? I did. Good. Okay, grab some dark oak. I'll just build up 2 while I'm here. Okay, here's a block I thought we used way more of, but we didn't. Alright, while we're building, I've got a fun announcement for us today. Namely in regards to this Saturday. So this Saturday, the 25th, is going to mark the 4-year anniversary of this world. And you guys know there are certain anniversaries I take more serious than others, like hence the 4-year anniversary of the Rockfire explosion in Minecraft, the channel anniversary, and I have to think. I'd have to say probably one other one, but I can't think of it right at this. Okay. But yeah, so we're going to be doing a nice stream, probably Saturday morning at 10. And it would have been later if I actually, remembered that it was this Saturday. And I would have remembered to take off work for it, but I didn't, and it's 3 blocks tall. So you guys can kind of see, if I go back a little bit, the lights are a little bit in the way, but it's okay. Like, there's various flowers, and then some grass, and once we get past a certain point in this, see, it's fairly it's just a very complex design until we actually get to. That's not right. Okay, good. Actually, I have black wool right here. Okay, so we've got that going for us. Another crafting table, which I have over here somewhere in this mess. There it is. That's the beauty of pixel art there, you know. What we're what we're building right now, doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but okay, we'll just grab from over here, I guess. And if I keep going at this rate, looks like we are going to have enough time for one more layer, which is good. Okay, that's not supposed to be 3 high, but I built the 3 high anyway. And we're gonna stick it to the man today. What man? I don't know. Who am I talking about? Find out next time in another episode of Dragon Ball Z. But, um, that's one show I actually like. I have to say that's probably one of the biggest animes. Like that and Attack on Titan are the two I hear the most about, to be fair. And I still have never like seen one episode or watched it. I think it's just because mainly I'm intimidated by the length of the series. Like I hear people like, oh, like people are really into it. Like, oh, I binged the whole series like 4 times. It's like, oh, good job. And like both series are like thousands of episodes long. I'm just like, why? What? Why? Although I can't really say I have room to talk. I've binged quite a few shows in my time. I sound so old saying that. No, I have binged my fair share of shows. I think I've binged Has Been Hotel at least 4 times now, so yeah, it's a shorter show, but same concept, right? No, and I get it. It's a good show. You like it. Watch it. I've got no room to judge, but all right. So we are actually finishing up this flower right here. It won't be in this layer, but like 2 more layers up, I think this flower will be done. Oh, my back. Oh, I kind of kind of hurt a little bit, but whatevs, whatevs, you know, as the cool kids say nowadays. I only say that because I actually had one person ask me. At some point, I don't remember when it was, but they were like, "Why do you make so many old references in your videos?" Or like, "That's what the kids say." Like, they were wondering why I sounded so old all the time. And like, I am so far out of the loop of what's like quote unquote trending right now and all that. And I honestly am so comfortable with being outside of the loop. Like, I'm so far behind on like everything that's happening. It's just like, you know, part of me just doesn't care anymore. I'm enjoying, you know, where I'm at in this whole crazy, you know, place we call the internet. Where is the soul sand? Where is it? Okay, I'm do just because it's right here. Alright, and we're at 35, so I'm going to cut it there today for this one. And we'll spin the wheel again and see what we get. So, we didn't do too much, but we're getting there. Of course, the more we actually hide the moon and all that, you know, the more this gets hid, the better. So far, not much has been, but oh, the moon may even have to be moved, which I'm okay with. So we will work on that as time goes on. It was 120 I had this on. Alright, so we're going to be working on the outer Smitty's backdrop. The less complicated one, I should say. So I'm going to clear the old inventory. So if I can get from pretty much this whole piece of paper done, it takes up like 2 of these logs. If I can get that done, I will be happy. So where did I leave off? Let's start with that. Okay, I'm down here. Oh boy, here we go. Whoops. I keep forgetting, you know. Crafting table. Let's do 1, 2, 3 there. So the this backdrop's actually finishing up quite nicely. Like, really think about it. We have this has like this log, one on top of it, and one more, and then we can bridge the gap. Oh, so this outer backdrop is really, um, really getting there. You know, we're almost done with it. So, we'll be able to move on to more important things. Oh, okay. I think this is the first time I've used mangrove ever. Like, I don't really think I've used mangrove a whole lot on the channel, which is actually kind of a surprise to me. Like, I thought I used. Wow, I really thought I used. Have I not really used mangrove before? It's only been in the game for how long now? It's a genuine question. How long has mangrove been in the game? No, not dark oak. Spruce. Like, wasn't it part 1 to the Caves and Cliffs update? Or no, it was after that? You know, it was the update after that that brought all the, I was about to say, it has not been since Caves and Cliffs. It's been a little bit later than that, I think, so. I can feel a little bit better about myself, but still, that's quite a long time. You know, it's been out, and I just haven't used it. I just really haven't. I don't know, I guess it's just that one block, like, I know I could build something cool with this, but I have not been motivated or anything to do survival Minecraft recently. Like I said it before, like, survival Minecraft is just, like, so, like, oversaturated nowadays. Like, all you see nowadays is just hardcore survival, like 100 days content, and it really is just all the same. On a separate note, though. Oh, sand looks weird. I give sand a very weird texture. I didn't actually think they changed that texture. That would be chiseled. Just find Endstone. Endstone looks quite a bit different now. Oh, no, that's right, that's spruce. So it's gonna take us. Oh my, does this use quite a big block palette here? I'm nowhere near that part, but we will. Actually, where am I? Oh, I'm right here. Would this be in stone? Or no, this would be in decorative stone. Looking for end stone bricks. Another block I don't use, which I really should use, because I really like the, whoops. Alrighty. Whoops. Wrong block. I broke the wrong block. Alright, then same thing right here for that. That is dark green, terracotta here. Okay, good right there. Creepy cave noise, of course. Almost forgot to mention the creepy cave noise. It's one thing I have to do. Every time I hear one, I gotta mention it. It's the one thing that shuts me up, I guess. Pink wool, 'cause why not? You know? Pink wool, cause why not? Alrighty. Oh goody, I had soul sand on me. Wrong one. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, I haven't used that block here yet, so. That would be cool if they did, like, sand. Like they made sand bricks almost. I think that would look pretty cool. Like, it's the same texture of the uh, end stone brick. Like, it's the same texture, but it's the color and all that of the sand. Like, it's a little bit more of a paler yellow. I think that'd look quite cool. I don't know, what do you guys think? I want to say that's purple or magenta, and I think it's purple because purple is a darker shade, I guess. Would be the word for it. Now that's red. I can tell that's red. Get some sand there. Oh, I know I haven't used that. Straight up orange wool. Cause why not, I guess. Because why not? you know. And a block I'm surprised I haven't used in this little section here. Acacia. Okay, so we're almost to the next log. I'm gonna grab that. Good old dirt. You know, you can't beat the old dirt sound that I think has stayed the same since. Wait, what? Oh no, I'm right. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I was about to say I don't know how that was physically possible what I was seeing, but a regular sandstone. Again, a block that is just not, I don't know, used a whole lot anymore. I guess from what I see, you know, not a lot of. I don't think a whole lot of people actually use just regular sandstone anymore for building, which kind of sucks because you know it's one of the original like blocks that a lot of people used. Sure, I'm gonna guess that's what that is. Okay, so I believe like right here is where the log ends. Yeah, it looks about right. I'm just trying to line it up with my eyes there. So that's one log. Believe me, we'd be going through these a lot faster, but you know, we've got so many detail blocks just to use, and am I just coming up with excuses for me building really slowly? Yeah, but you know. Okay, I was about to say. Alright. Wait, I have regular dirt over here. But I'll say, if I don't have to go in my inventory to find the block I need to use, I ain't gonna do that. I would much rather use the pick block option. Yikes. Okay, we'll do that. And then we'll do that. This needs to be concrete powder, which... Where would concrete powder be? It'd be right there. So I'm supposed to be right here. Actually, one really cool thing I'm starting to notice with doing as much pixel art as I am, is I'm starting to notice the individual like textures of the blocks, if that makes sense. Here, I'll explain it because that didn't really make sense the way I just said it, but it's okay. Give me one quick second here to just grab a crafting table from down here, put it on up there. Okay, so now that that layer's done, I can take it as what I mean. So it's like you're looking at, like, say, these 4 blocks right here, like sand, polished granite, birch planks, and stone bricks. That's the word I'm looking for. So if you're looking at it, it looks like the sand, just because it looks like the polished granite, it's just like raised out a little bit, like blockwise, and the sand is a little bit further back. Even though you look to the side and they're all the same. And then these two don't look too different. These two look like these are like the base bit of flatness. This is a little bit back, and then that it's a little bit forward. If that makes any sense, of course. Which it's a cool thing to notice after a little while. Am I gonna remember that it's down there, or is it gonna bug me for the rest of the episode? I'm gonna probably forget about it till next episode. Like, when did I drop this, or it's gonna bug me now. Good thing though, at least it's the only block down there that I've missed. So I can really, it's the only gravity block, I should say, that I've missed. So that's pretty cool. I guess I'm doing pretty good on that front. Okay, I was about to say I know I used gray concrete, but where? That's the other. See, the challenge with this is building it. Is building, and then you find a block you haven't used in a while, you're like, oh crap. And the other part of the challenge is finding where you used that block in the past. That's just a big kind of will they, won't they situation, I guess. 3, 4, 5. We'll just build that up as far as it needs to go, so I don't have to keep switching to it. Oops. There's two. Oops. Now I need, was that birch? Birch planks, which is right here. Oh, what is that block? I think that's regular. That is brown concrete, I want to say. Sure, we'll go with that. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. I did it anyway, so, you know. We'll do that, I guess. I know one block this would make me use a lot of, and I'm kind of glad. I generated these when I did. Because I don't exactly have all... These pixarts aren't technically up to date, as it's like 2 updates behind when I did this. See, now we have like resin. I know it would want me to use resin for these orange a good bit, but thankfully I don't have. Or thankfully I did these when I did, so it's not like even more confusing. All right. So yeah, this Saturday, we're going to be doing the 4-year anniversary stream for this world. I don't know what we're going to exactly do, but we'll do something cool, I guess. Maybe a world tour. Like shit, because I don't think I've done one of those in a while. Correction, I don't think I've actually done a world tour since before we built the warehouse. I want to say that's the last time we did one. Wow, I am actually quite behind on world tours. Holy crap. So we might do a big world tour slash Q&A slash future channel update. There's a really long creepy cave noise. Holy crap. Okay. I should put my thing there to know, hey, that's where I'm at. You know, because I get confused. fairly often. Alright. Oh, there's a, I got an itch in my ear. Oh, ow. Ugh. Ugh. My ear was itchy. I'm like, ooh, okay, I need to scratch it after I place this block. And I couldn't get the right block. I'm like, oh, that's starting to bug me. There's the block. There's the spruce. What's like that? For dirt. Is that for? Yeah, that's for. Alright, where this dirt block is the last bit of the note there, so we are almost done with that. And everybody's like, yay, we're almost done. You know, this is a fairly complicated note. But, you know, we're working with it, so, you know. I'll place that up there. I need to grab the purple terracotta from down here. Oh, I'm just so happy we're almost done with this part of the... Okay, brown concrete powder. Count them, 2 crafting tables. And then bookshelves. Where'd I use? There. I guess there's the most recent time I used it. Oh, it's right over there. Okay. I'm so smart, guys. You guys have no idea how big my brain is. Let's say I know I used some over there, but I don't remember exactly where it was, so. Alright, guys, and this is the last layer of the note. So I'm fairly, where's dirt? There's dirt. God, was that long ago? Jeez. I sworn we used some before that. And then the old friend, the crafting table. God, the amount of times we're gonna have to use a crafting table in the actual center. Because right about where we are is where the car gets up to. Alrighty. Oh, yeah, okay. Break out the one I needed. Because why not? we're all having fun here, you know? Look how much fun we're having. Okay, that's a block I haven't used in a while, and I not... Okay, that's my hair tickling my neck. I'm like, something is tickling my neck. And, you know, the human brain automatically thinks, you know, something's crawling on you. So it's like, ew, something's tickling my neck. Something is crawling on me. Nope, 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 because I used it right over here. Time to grab our good old friend, the crafting table. My, probably a block I least expect us to be using this much of. And I shall grab the spruce, as Stampy would say. Okay, this is the last layer we'll do of this pixel art, and then we'll move on to another one. Because I know we definitely spent more than what I would have wanted on this, but it's okay. Wait, what? Whoops. Okay, that's supposed to be here. That's supposed to be here. That's supposed to go like that. Well. Oh, I threaded the needle. Okay. Alright, and the last block we need is nether brick, and that is that paper note thing done. Alrighty. So far, so good. And the last thing we'll have to do, we have 3 and a smidgen of logs left, because we have 1 log, the 2 logs that go across, and there's 1 that barely goes across the top. Hello in the chat. Alright. So we're going to do 1 more backdrop for today. Just to round out the trio, I guess, of backdrops. Okay, we're good. My car was still under like 8 inches of snow. Oh, actually, okay. We don't have to move very far because we're doing the inner backdrop of Smitty's. That is not actually something I expected. So this is coincidentally where the stream died yesterday. Oh, I looked outside, now my head hurts. The sun, it blinded me. Okay, so we are right here. So we're actually going to be. So let's see what we will be building. We'll be starting the car stand that it's on, and we're not going to do any more gray here pretty soon. So that's something pretty momentous, I guess. All right. Only bad thing is with the gray floor, you know, you had so many blocks. A lot of the blocks are very similar to one another. So it's not difficult to be able to keep a lot of them in your inventory. What I did when I was rebuilding this, because none of it saved from last episode, of course, but one thing that I did was wait, what? Okay, do I have black wool in here anywhere? Okay. And luckily, that's not right. Oh, because that's not right. Come on, seriously? We'll just leave it down there. We'll get it all at the end. Yeah, but I was able to keep, like, it was glazed terracotta here, cyan concrete, or cyan terracotta, gray concrete, gray wool, gray concrete powder, two of the black blocks, and then I was able to keep random blocks, like over here. So that was a there we go. There we go, gray wool. And essentially what we're doing here is building up the floor. It's like a tile almost kind of thing. No, not the right block I'm looking for. Okay. I remember this a little bit better because of where everything is because I was working on it last night. It's the only reason. Oh, my back. My back hurts so bad. Doesn't help I'm laying like so my back bends in like 8 different positions, but oh, what is Netherwort? Okay, never mind. I was about to sound really stupid there for a second. I know what's new, but there. And this is the base to the lift thing the car is on. Up, wrong block. So I was coming home. I was coming home from work one day, and I was listening to the radio, which is something I haven't done in quite a little bit. Because normally what I do when I go to work, I sit my phone on my lap and play music through it. Which, before any of you say, why don't I use um, why don't I just plug my phone in my car? Well, I can't because it's before phones even, like cell phones, were even like popular. So it's from the 90s, so can't really do that. So regardless, my phone was out of data or something, and it wasn't going to. And I bought more, but it wasn't going to replenish itself for like a day or two. So I'm like, so I was listening to the radio a good bit for quite a while. So I'm listening to the radio, and the one late night host, or I don't remember her name, but she's on there, and she's talking about she bought her niece, or her 1.5-year-old niece, like this book of the greatest like rockers in history, like the Beatles, Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, all them. And the kid's looking through it, and the kid would point to one of the picture of the one of the like it was the Beatles first, and the kid would go, would just say hat. You'd point to their head. It's like, no, 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 that's their hair. So, you know, next step was like AC/DC, you know, with all their like 80s hair. And the kid did the same thing, pointing to it and said hat. And like, no, that's their real hair. And it went on like this through like the whole book until at the end it was Guns N' Roses and it was Slash. And the kid pointed to Slash and said hat. It's like, finally you got one right. But you know, it's weird. You know, that's what really made them popular was kind of their hair. It, that, yeah, it really goes to show how many crazy hairstyles we had. She's telling the story. I'm like, oh, finally, for once, Slash saved us. And then I really started remembering that episode of South Park where Slash didn't exist or something. Like Slash was, it was a weird episode, but it was funny nonetheless. They were trying, like they heard somewhere that Slash didn't exist, and it was like, it's like, no, that's not right. He was at my birthday party. It's like, no, that was one of our parents dressed up like him. Like, no, that can't be right. Yeah, it can. Slash is here at the mall. Like, they were at one kid's party and Slash was playing, and they went to the mall and he was there too. It's like, oh no, he really doesn't. And by the end, like, apparently he did exist or something, and it was weird episode. I don't even remember what they were doing. I think they were getting enough money to like build an orphanage for babies or something, and they didn't end up raising enough money. And then by the end, they're like, oh, we didn't raise enough money, and then just an anonymous check showed up. Oh, I'm up here. Okay, I'm glad I caught that. Like an anonymous check shows up, and it's from Slash. It's like, wait a minute, you don't think it was like a message from like Cartman or something? He's like, yeah, if you really look down deep in your soul, Slash does exist, and I'm just like, what? And I guess, you know, that's the purpose of the whole show, is just to make you go, what? But no, it was funny. You know, everyone I'm watching it was just laughing at the whole like actual plot of the episode, and I'm just laughing at the whole Slash joke. I'm just like, ha, that's funny. Like I didn't think he ever existed, but so that was a fun little that was a fun car ride home. That's all I'm gonna say. That was a fun car ride full of a lot of laughs. And if I seriously, yes, I have. I know I used it. I used it down here. It's like I had to have used stone somewhere. Yeah, there was a thing I was looking at. I bought a Beatles record, or two of them, last week now. I think it would be when I went to Barnes and Nobles, the bookstore that I didn't know had all this cool stuff. But regardless, I was like, I bought two of my favorite albums from the Beatles, and I definitely could have bought more, but like that was the day I just got paid, and I didn't feel like going broke. But I'm like, they had every album I still needed left for the full collection, and I was just like, no, I don't wanna. I just got paid, and I don't wanna like not have money. So I was like, yeah, it was a whole thing, and I'm like, okay. So I bought two of my favorite, Sergeant Pepper's and Magical Mystery Tour. I could not think of it off the top of my head. I'd actually play the song in my head to remember what it was called. But no, I really like those albums. They're actually really, really fun. And the Sergeant Pepper's one was like an anniversary edition. Which I didn't realize that's what it was until after I bought it. I'm not complaining though, because it had a little booklet inside and it had who all's on the front cover of the thing. So that's pretty interesting read, at least, because like you can actually finally, like, some of those you can actually tell, like, oh, who it's supposed to be now. Or at least for me, someone who hasn't, who didn't grow up, back then, it's a lot easier to tell who's who, you know. But so I'm looking through there, and there were little things at the bottom that said was left out because at the request of the recording studio. So that's okay. And then there was one that said at the bottom, trust me, the story's going somewhere. It said left out because they charged like a fee. And like looking back at it, I don't know if they were on the original cover or not. But I'd have to look, but yeah, then it really got me thinking, like, you gotta think how many, like, great music, like, collabs didn't happen just because, like, the artist in question was just petty and, like, charged a fee or something for it. Like really, you gotta think just how many amazing music collabs we missed out because of that reason. It's just like, wow. Like, I know if I was an artist, I would love to be. Like, if I was famous back then, I would have love to be on the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper album. Or just the album cover would have been really cool. But you know, I'm not. They never asked me. That would be a really fun, like, cover, like, thumbnail for a big YouTube collaboration. Like, you guys know when YouTubers do, like, those charity streams? And they get all these, like, guest stars, like... Like, if they physically got permission, that would be a fun way to do the thumbnail for it. Like a Sgt. Pepper's ripoff where everybody's just standing there. If I ever get a chance to do a charity live stream, which I've also been thinking about doing one for a little bit, but I know I don't have enough. I don't have a big enough following to actually, you know, make a difference. So. So I was browsing through YouTube. You know, like I normally do. I don't remember if I was on my my lunch break or where I was, but I was doing something, and I seen a YouTube post for my a video I watched. It was like a Rockfire restoration kind of video. And in the comments there was I didn't notice the comments yet, so I watched the video, and you know, that was that. I went back into work, and I thought that was the end of it. Little did I know, a day or two later, I want to say, I got a YouTube community tab post for the comment section of that video, and here, I'm not going to say names of who it was, but I'm not even going to try not to explain the situation. But here, one of the viewers created like a controversy in the comments over over the Rockfire explosion. And I'm just like, oh, I mean, okay, in this community, that kind of thing happens a fair bit, which is one of the reasons I actually thought about leaving the Rockfire community a little while back. Don't worry, guys, I'm not going anywhere, but like, drama and controversy and all this fairly common, which is not a good thing for a community about like a children's pizza place from the 80s that's no longer around. Now it's kind of sad, this kind of thing happens a lot, but anyway, back to what I was saying. But it was a thing, and I'm just looking at him like, oh, are you kidding me? I did not mean to just do that. There, I know it's not perfect the way I'm looking at it, but or the way I have it zoomed in, but it's how I'm gonna have to do it. And I'm looking, and here was it was one of my older viewers, and I'm just like I was just kind of shocked, just like because I didn't expect. And I'm not gonna name names, guys, so just because I don't like singling people out. And I was just kind of taken aback by that. It was just like it was one of my viewers that started it. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say. I'm just like that is wild. Just how it was a weird mixture of sort of like a disappointed moment and like a proud father moment because like I don't know, they were one of my viewers and it was just like it's just kind of shocked by it a little bit. So um yeah, that is actually where I'm going to leave off this episode. So I think I'm actually going to leave off the episode here. I'm gonna leave off the pixel artwork for right here for now. As you guys can see, we're getting up there. We just have a little bit left tire to do, and then there's like a little toolbox thing with a fire extinguisher, I think, on top of it. The car lift, the car. There's a light bulb about there. So, yeah, we're almost done with this backdrop. Or the outer bit of the backdrop, at least. So that backdrop's almost done. I'm gonna have to start. But we're going to be blah blah blah. I can't talk today, nor any other day apparently. So yeah, that is 2 backdrops, I guess, almost done. I don't know if you would count that one as almost done, but the outer bit of the backdrop's almost done. This is almost done, give or take. Just got a few bits of the trees left to do. Then we're done with that. Or yeah, build that all up to there, and then there's, I think it'll. So it's like a group up like this, and then there's one more group the whole way along on top of it. So this I don't even want to talk about that one. But I'm gonna have to. Pretty much, if you guys don't know why I'm putting this one off, it's because the way I have it now, it's too small. Like this one and that one is too small. So I'm either gonna have to run the image back through to get it the fixed length and then build it up like that, or destroy everything below that and then build what's below it and then build it top. So I'm probably going to do the option 1. I'm going to run everything back through so it's that width, and then we'll go from there. But and then we're all staged, we're all stage done, so we don't have to. The only thing I am going to have to do is change the carpet because it is brown. That's one thing I've been meaning to correct myself on, because I know I was a big avid believer that this was dark gray instead of brown, so we're gonna have to switch that out soon. So before we do the cosmetics, at least, we're gonna have to switch it out. So I'm not looking forward to that. Other than that, though, it's getting. We're getting there, of course. I'm gonna have to wait till Foxy gets back on so we can do the Rockfire sign up there. And then, of course, Crazy gets the fun part of wiring that up. So that'll be fun. And one thing I started doing yesterday, after I got that back to where I wanted it, and I worked on something else around here. It was that backdrop. I put on a couple records. I was working on that, and I started working on, again, on the Billy Bob cosmetic thing again. And I got his mask done. I know it doesn't look the best right now, just because it's just a face and a little bit of fur connecting to said face, but once I get the neck fur that like sags down and then connects to the body, I think he'll be looking a lot better. So really, Billy Bob only has like, I need to get the rest of his body fur, which is not going to be an easy task, I know that. Well, once we get done with the head, I think following the body shell will be pretty easy. And then his overalls, his guitar, and then Birthday Bird, and then that'll be done with this little cosmetic Billy Bob. I'm still not a big fan of the mask. And there's there. Bit of it was missing. I'm still not a big fan of this mask. I almost want to bring over another Billy Bob and put the other one on it. But I don't even know if it would fit on this body shell, because this is a whole new. Because I sculpted the body shell before I did the And do I have just a little bit of time? Yeah, I think I do have just a little bit of time to work on this just a little bit, I think. Just the body fur. So it's a weird thing with this. I'm starting to realize because I have to cling to the. I'm having to cling to the shell, but at the same time I have to make it so that the rest does the same. So. Like down here, back through the back shouldn't be difficult. So we'll do a little bit of work here. Oh, what the heck happened to Billy Bob? Um, what? Is he missing that bit over here? About my mic, sorry guys. It appears somebody took a chunk out of the body shell of this Billy Bob. Okay. Three goes two's all the way over. That's okay. I didn't think we'd be doing a quote-unquote restoration today, but oh, come on. Somebody took a chunk out of my Billy Bob. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch my helpers from here on out, it looks like. Okay, I'm just gonna do a... Okay, that's, So I'm gonna have to watch my helpers just a little. Okay, this isn't gonna be a perfect restoration. I just want to just get a basic shape on here. And I could go back and forth from the stage and try to repair this perfectly, but nah, that's gonna take more time than I want to admit. So I'm just gonna do a quick patch up here. It doesn't have to be perfect. This one doesn't have to be perfect, at least. The Billy Bob on the stage is the one that has to be the perfect one. part of that episode's more flush. It sits more flush with the rest of it. I can't believe somebody did that. And there's a music box with... Let me guess which music disc this is. Take a wild guess. I don't know them by their names, by the way. Yep. It's kind of what I thought. I hate that one so much. See, people like hiding my least favorite music disc around Billy Bob. Good to know, I guess. So, yeah, good to know. There is 2 people I can imagine who did that, but I'm not going to. Again, I'm not going to say names. I don't like to single people out. Okay. Okay. There. Not perfect, but better than a giant hole in half of Billy Bob. 10 minutes, okay. I'm gonna give myself 3 more minutes to work on this on camera. The rest I'll do off, but... Hello. There in the chat. Sticking true to his username, Mike did show up. Okay, so I was thinking, for this series, what I was gonna do, we're not doing the beta bots, for this. I'm just doing the 83 and after versions of the bots. No, I'm not doing the beta bots yet. I figure I need to actually build the Rockfire Explosion just to begin with in this updated state, and then whenever that's done, is that 3, 2, 2, then 3. But no, we will do the betas, the beta bots, at some point. I'm just not really comfortable about their designs yet. CEC, what part of CEC? Like, we talking... Like, what are we talking with CEC? Are we talking... Like, which stage are we talking about? The 3 stage? Oh yeah, we're gonna be doing the 3 stage at some point, because that's a design that needs updated quite a bit. Yeah, 3 stage will do the... I'm actually going to leave it up to a YouTube poll for what the next stage is going to be we build. Gen 2 Lake Text Mask. Was that the one after 93? I was about to say there was a slight difference between the ones that were installed in right after concept unification, and then there was a slight difference in the 93 versions, but there were only two gens of this, right? There was the first one, and then there was the second one. Okay, that's what I thought. And then after that point, they're like, wait, latex is expensive. Oh, it's not even the fact that it was expensive. It's more the fact that, you know, from a company standpoint, it made sense why they quit out the latex. But because you got to think when you're doing in business or anything, when you're doing costs, like, are you going to um, are you going to do a keep using latex for these faces of these characters, whereas it deteriorates over time every time you have to. It deteriorates, you know, you have to switch it from. You gotta make a whole new mask, and you know, that costs money. Whereas you could just make a plastic version that holds its shape, it doesn't deteriorate, it cracks, but you know, that's about it. And the plastic won't deteriorate over time, it won't melt over time and lose its shape over time. Which is what the problem is with this latex is that it holds its shape for a little bit, and then the more heat and movement it's subjected under, it starts to lose its rigidity, and it starts warping and quote-unquote melting. And you gotta love that. With plastic, though, it'll hold its shape forever. It doesn't look as clean, but it holds its shape at least. So anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. I know the plastic ones weren't creepy either. It was just the fact that after a while they started cracking, and they didn't make replacements for them after a certain point. So at that point, it's just like, holy crap, these things are kind of terrifying because they're not taking care of them. But anyway, guys, that's all we're going to do for this episode of updating the Rockfire Explosion. In the next one, I'm really hoping we get to work on the Smitty's backdrop again, or the outside one, because if my math is correct, we could do that bottom log, a top log like that, and one more after that, we'll be done with the outer backdrop. Anything after that, though, I'm going to, we'll see how we have to do it. We're going to keep working on Billy Bob back there for cosmetic. I'm going to keep working on him either off camera or on camera, just to see, like, what these guys could look like, and maybe what we could improve upon. I know a few things we have to improve upon, that being the elbow joint, and the guitars need moved back, but other than that, we're good. But anyway, guys, I do hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, why not hit the subscribe button? It is free, it doesn't cost you guys a thing, and it really does just help out the channel. It helps me get recommended to more and more people so we can grow and do these projects a little bit, do more of these projects. And if you guys hit that subscribe button, might as well hit the notification bell if you guys don't want to miss a future upload. You'll get notified for every video we do in the future, whether it be this series, the moving series, and or any series I do on the channel. which I'm gonna have to do an episode of the moving series. I haven't done one in a little bit. So we're gonna do. I might do one tomorrow before work. I don't know. Well, what was I saying? Oh yeah. And yeah, you won't miss out on a future upload that I do. That's going to do it for today's episode. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!